Hello, everybody. Good day to you all. Today, I am talking about Ironheart season number 1, episode number 1. Take Me Home. Now, before I start my review, I just want to say I've heard a lot about this show. Some good stuff, bad stuff, a lot of bad stuff, and people. I mean, from the start, she's the worst superhero ever. She's horrible. She's a worst legacy to Iron Man, and blah 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 blah. I said, Jesus Christ, she's hard. She's not even a good guy. She's bleep. I heard so much crap about this show that I just Jesus Christ. So I had to watch the show, and I'm going to do a review on each episode. And now starting off, I gotta say, before the CGI and the computer graphics when it comes to the suit looks amazing. Looks fantastic. I know how it's shot and everything like that too is great. Now the acting for everybody, especially now, not the main characters who you're following. This stuff from the certain characters not so great, but isn't that great? So it's like sometimes you see some scene with certain people, like she's in a scene with this little boy when she goes to Chicago and he's talking to her. I mean, he's a kid, so I'm not too harsh on him, but his acting wasn't great. Or the older guy at the junk shop that she was at too. But other than that, but mostly the acting is pretty much fine in certain places. Even some of the crew and with the bad guy with the hood. Some of the acting performances is not great either, but that's the thing. Yeah, no. So it's hit or miss on that situation. But I don't hate Riri. So I kind of liked her. I liked her when she was in Black Panther too. So she's here now, and she's pretty much she's at MIT, and she's still trying to make the suit. And now the only thing I wanted to know is what she want to make the suit for. What she's trying to do. When you find out what her motivations is and what she actually trying to do, oh, okay. Okay, I'm actually on board with her, and I actually want her to do this. Now, the way she's going about it, is she going about it the right way a lot of times? No. And because she gets kicked out of MIT for plagiarism, but the thing is, though, this is what she's doing. This is a TV show. It's a spinoff now. The TV show just came out called Suits, and we're following Mike, and he's a very smart guy, has a very photographic memory, and he would take the bar for other people and get paid for it, even though he didn't pass the bar for himself. The whole thing is he would take the test for people and pass the bar for them, and then they pay him money. And then he becomes a lawyer illegally, and you're pretty much watching him go through this whole entire thing, so he won't get caught. So he won't get caught. He's practicing law illegally, even though the person who hired him knows this. So he could be disbarred, and you've been watching this whole thing, and you're actually rooting for them throughout the whole time, even though what they're both doing is illegal. Every time he goes to the courtroom, it's illegal. Every time he's working through the thing, it's illegal. And they're the only two, they know it, and I think their assistant knows this as well. Everybody else is in the dark. But you're rooting for you're pretty much rooting for the bad guys here. And that's in a way kind of what Riri is. Heart's in the right place, and she wants to do a lot of good things for the world. But because her lack of funding, she doesn't do things the right way. And I've heard this people saying that her talk about this whole thing about that if Tony Stark had the funding money that he wants to, and the people have harped on that for a long time. But when you watch the show, yeah, she does say that, but they cut out all the other context around it. She said no disrespect to Tony Stark, but if he didn't have the funding that he had, he wouldn't be able to do the things which is true. He had a leg up. I mean, he was born rich. He didn't earn it. He inherited it. He was born wealthy. His father made the company. He made a whole lot of money, and then his father died. Tony got it. I mean, Tony got to go to the best schools. And everybody, yes, he was smart. Yes, he's very highly intelligent. That does help. But the fact that he actually got a leg up helps out a lot. Now you got Riri. She's smart as well, but she doesn't have no money. So that's a problem. And she goes about this is what she's doing. She finds students from other schools, and she makes stuff for them, and she sells it to them, and they use it for their projects and blah blah blah. But the problem is she's using school equipment to do this. Now she was doing it on her spare time somewhere off campus somewhere, and they found some parts or something like that. I don't think they probably would have cared that much. They probably said, "Don't do that." But she's using this. But the thing is, though, she doesn't have anything. So the only thing she can use is the school technology to make stuff for other people from other schools and get paid for it. Ugh. So she gets caught in here. And she thinks because she said something sorry, and I also like how they call her out on her crap as well too, because she's trying to push like this poor me crap, and they're just like, "What, chick? Come on now." No one's trying to stop you. This whole school is trying to encourage students to do this. No one's in your way. Don't try to pull that crap on me. And I like how they call it out on that as well too. That was also kind of funny as well. So that scene I like how that scene was done. And the only other criticism I have about the show is that when this person comes up to her and tries to recruit her, she accepts it, which is like this. There's so many red flags about this guy, and then when she gets the test, all these red flags, and she's still on board. That's the only part I like this. That's kind of dumb. That's dumb. I understand you're desperate at the same time, but this is way too many red flags around this whole situation. When they tested you, the guy who came approach you looks like a gang member. I know you can't judge a book by its cover. He may be a good guy, but at the same time, he gives off dirty or off or wrong. But whatever. I guess sometimes you gotta rob Peter to pay Paul. I guess I don't know. So that's the situation, but. Other than that, I actually did enjoy the episode. Certain characters as well too. Has some humor to it as well, and the way she came about her AI also very interesting as well too. Because I heard a lot of stuff about that as well. It made it seem like she did something really horrible, but not really. Because this is what she was doing. She had a tragedy happen to her people that she cared about. I think her stepfather was killed, and I think her brother was killed as well. They both died. And she left. She never dealt with that. She just left and went to school and started focusing on that. But now she's back home, starting from scratch again. All those old memories, old feelings are back. And she was trying to make an AI based off her brain patterns, but she was thinking about her friend at the time. And when she fell asleep, the program went through, and then her friend appeared in front of her. It was like, holy mother. So she was intentionally trying to make her friend an AI. It's just that she was thinking about her friend, she was mourning the loss of her friend, and she was thinking about her, and that just happened by mistake. Yeah. So it's so weird. Like, a lot of times you hear people talk about this stuff. When you watch, until you don't listen to my opinions, you watch it yourself. Hey, don't take my opinion. Don't take mine as gospel either. Watch it for yourself. That's what I say, because the way I've heard about this show been talked down to, how talked about. And this is only the first episode, but so far I'm on board. So I don't see the yeah, she does something that's a little bit shady. Yes, that's true, but no shade to anybody else really. And so it's not like she's doing something so horrible that she's gonna ruin the world. So, but other than that, other than some bad acting scenes here and there, and some questionable decisions that she makes, I actually did enjoy the first episode. And because the suit looked great that they had the first time, looked fantastic. And I like her family dynamic too. You got just to her mom as well, to her friend, who she knew from her past as well. So other than that, I think it's a great first start. Now it could go sideways from here, maybe. I don't know. But the first episode, I thought it wasn't that bad. I actually did enjoy it. Don't take my word for it. Go check it out for yourself. Hopefully you watch it. You will enjoy, have fun watching it too. So give my channel a like, hit the thumbs up, shaboop, and subscribe to my channel and share. I really do appreciate it. Also, links down below. Connect to my social media. You want to follow me there, I would appreciate it as well too. Also, more stories, but things with shirts and socks, everything else and whatnot. Teach us about stuff. I would appreciate it. Like I always say, in my dreams of a life, I am the Ninja Rabbit. Peace out, people.